feeling? You're very welcome. Good performance. Yeah, great song.
It's not bad, man. It starts and then it's over, doesn't it?
And it's done in, yeah, it's only just over 2.5 minutes. But first song that you've written, first single that you've written for the band, even though you've been together 11 years.
Yeah.
Must feel good to you.
Well, I thought I might as well try that, have a go at it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's all right. I'm more of a singer, though, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like starting to write songs just for me more than anything, you know what I mean? Yeah. I feel a bit embarrassed sort of when people go, "You're a songwriter."
Yeah. What about that song? What's the inspiration for that?
Well, my girlfriend, when I started seeing Nicole, I just started writing the songs, you know. And it's about my girlfriend.
When you write something that's deeply personal like that, and then you have to go out there and sing it in front of all those people, does the song just take on a different life? Doesn't have the same kind of...
No, because as long as you're not telling lies, you know what I mean, it's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, when you're honest about it and you mean it, then I'll play it to anyone.
There's another song on the album that you wrote, A Better Man.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is that sort of, I'm no longer the wild man?
Well, I'm not ill anymore anyway.
You're not ill?
No.
How ill were you?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering where the illness lay, you know.
I'm sort of like pretty much the same guy as I was all the time, you know.
So what's A Better Man all about?
I don't know. Nothing really. Just nothing.
Your background is Irish, of course, and your mum came from Charlestown in County Mayo, a big family. So hello to everyone in Charlestown, a place I know very well myself. How much of an influence was she? I mean, your attitude, your confidence, does that all come from your ma?
I don't know, but she'll kill me for this. I don't think so, no. She reckons I come from my dad and that, you know what I mean? But she's got a good heart and she means well. Yeah. So, and that's what I reckon I do. But I don't think she'll be, you know, scrapping all the time. I think she reckons I get that from my dad.
Yeah, and what about the scrapping? You know, like most mothers, they look at their children and maybe the scraps happen quietly somewhere. But your scraps are always on the front pages. Yeah. What does she say? "Oh, Liam, not again."
Yeah, well...
Go on. I mean, does she make that call? Well, does she lift the phone and say...
I'd rather be on the front pages than, like, page 18.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But so, does she lift the phone?
No, she doesn't like it, but, you know, that's the way it is, you know.
Yeah, she actually will tell you, will she?
She gets embarrassed by it, doesn't she? Thinks I'm a tinker.
But you know that business of... you say it's better to be on page 1 than on page 18. I mean, you know, when you give the press a hard time, you know,
no, I think they give me an hard time, but I'm not here to moan about it. They give me an hard time.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
I just go about my business, you know what I mean? And then they sort of like seem to just be right there all the time, which is fine, you know what I mean? But I thought long lenses are meant to be, you know, stuck over there. Why have a long lens when you're going to poke it in your face, you know?
Yeah, so you actually let them know?
Yeah, I don't think they should be taking pictures of my kid, personally.
Well, that's not on, no.
Yeah, they can take pictures of me and they can slag me off. And they can say the music's no good and stuff like that, but my kid's got nothing to do with my thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I thought there was a kind of a pact that the press had, that they didn't intrude into people's lives when it came to their kids.
No, I think they do. No, I think they do, and they have done.
But, you know, when you give them, the guys with the lenses in your nose, a hard time, you might give them 2 fingers, you might give them a whole fistful of fingers. Yeah. Do you see that as part of the bargain? You know, that you're on the front page. I don't plan to do that. It's just something, you know, it just happens, you know. I prefer to get on with my business and, you know, go to bed and not be fighting and arguing with people. But, you know, some of them take liberties. Yeah, and you're not one to allow people to take liberties with you. No. Now, you say this attitude comes down from your dad. Were you always like that? Were you always kind of edgy? If someone in the schoolyard gave you a hard time? No, I was stuck up for myself, but I'm not edgy. You've got to stand up for yourself, haven't you? When people walk all over you. Yeah, where does that come from? I mean, did you feel hard done by growing up? No, not really. See, I was thinking about, you know, your family. Your kids are born into a very different situation to the one you're born in. Yeah. It's going to be very different for them. Like, how are you going to handle that? They can have anything they want, I presume. No, they can't. Well, if you were prepared to give it to them. Yeah, but you could afford to give it to them. That's really the point. Yeah, I don't really think about it, you know. I just take each day as it comes, you know. I don't think about what's going to be like in 10 years' time with my kids, you know what I mean? I just try and have a good day every day with them. Yeah. You know, I don't plan too much, you know. We'll deal with that when it gets to that time. Yeah. And what do you see in them of you? The looks. They're very good looking. What about attitude? I mean, you know, you're a swagger. You have a great... Yeah, they've got that, yeah. They've got the attitude. Yeah, but they fall over after a couple of walks, you know. But that's the way they walk. Yeah, I need a couple of drinks in me to be falling over. Yeah, they take the milk and the other stuff. No, they're good kids, I love them. Yeah. What about Noel? He's not here tonight, people will have noticed. Why?
I think we're better off without him, man.
Well, the sound was pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah, I think he just wants me to go and do it because it's this song's mine. I think he just, taking taking a back seat, yeah. And plus, he's lazy, and he's probably got an hangover from last night.
Yeah. How are the Brits?
We didn't go. I didn't go.
You didn't go?
No, we had a little party for like the end of the tour, so we just went there instead.
Yeah. Because you've been there before.
The Brits.
Yeah. What do you think of them? I mean, that kind of award ceremony.
I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I think everyone's always patting each other on the back. You know what I mean? A bit too much. There's more important things going on, but it's all right. People moan about it. They go on about saying it's going to be so great, and then they moan about it the next day. It's all right, it is what it is. It's nothing special.
I know that there was a time when you would actually say, and perhaps you still say it, we are the best rock and roll band in the world. Yeah. That's how you see it still, I hope.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got the confidence to do it. Is there anyone around?
We're not the biggest, but I think we're the best.
All right, fair enough.
And I think we mean it more than anyone else.
Okay. Is there anyone around currently that you admire in the music business?
I admire lots of people, but I just don't think any of them are pretty good. You know what I mean?
Okay, but there's no one.
I admire them. I just don't think it's not my cup of tea. I'm not. I just really. I'm into what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm fair play to a lot of lots of bands and stuff, but I don't know. I'm really into rock and roll, and I don't think a lot of these people are.
What are they into?
I don't know. I think they're just doing it for the good career move. I'd say I'm passionate about rock and roll.
And you've never denied that the huge influence that the Beatles have had on you, and you'd like to maintain that feeling about your music.
Yeah, I love the Beatles. What can I say? I'm not going to hide it. I love them. They make me happy. They make me, And I think they're the best and still are. And I think to learn, if you're going to be as good, you've got to learn from the best, and they're the best.
Yeah, it's Lennon rather than McCartney, though. I mean, it's his edge, if you like.
Well, it's his voice. I like his voice. He's got a good voice.
Yeah, and the attack that's in his voice.
And there's a bit of pain in there, when you know the guy's done a day's work, as they say.